I predicted this 6 months ago, and I was like, here's my hot take, chat. Here's my hot take. Hella Loose is going to come out on Game Pass. Fast forward to 6 months later, January 3rd, 2024, Hella Loose has come out for Game Pass. It's official. As of an hour ago or so, it's on Game Pass, my dude. So if you have not picked up this game, I know we have a lot of people that joined the game that have never played or want to pick up the game, and you haven't been able to. Damn, I need to get that haircut again. My hair is getting too long. Hell Loose is out for Game Pass, which is crazy. We talked about this, and it's because Hella Loose is on the it's joining the Windows Store, and like I was talking to actual Social Outcast, by the way, and we were talking through that it was like typically when games do join the Windows Store, it usually goes to Game Pass. And that's what we were talking about, and we're like, oh, that makes so much sense. Like Hell Loose would be one of those games that could easily transition, to Game Pass itself. All right, there we go. Let's see. Hell Loose should be on here. Hell Let Loose. There you go. Add to play later. It's up, baby. It's up. You can pick it up for $44.99, the deluxe edition, and then you can get the ultimate edition, and it's on sale for cheaper than the regular version. What the fuck? For $32.49, but it is officially out on Game Pass, which is pretty crazy. Dude, it's a perfect play. It's the perfect play. I honestly, like, on console, I think this is going to be massive because you're going to be able to go ahead and have such a massive influx of players. Now on PC, this is something interesting too. So on PC, I know a lot of people don't know the back end of like servers. So on PC, Hella Loose has the availability of having community setup servers, right? Turn it up. Oh shit, my volume's all the way up actually, Bert. So you can have community server set up. So individuals can purchase from a server provider to have servers that they run. They can run their own community. They can have their own group of people that play it, whatever the case is. They can have, comp teams, whatever the case is. One thing that the developers did add as a function, so keep this in mind if you are getting Hell Loose for Game Pass specifically, or Game Pass with Hell Loose, you can go ahead and get the game for free, technically, right, through Game Pass or part of your subscription on Hell Loose. However, just because you have it on Xbox or on like Hella Loose Game Pass does not mean you can have access to every single server there is on PC if you get it for PC. What I mean by this is that the developers has implemented a toggle for server providers or server owners to allow or not allow like Windows ID or technically Game Pass players to play on their server. So just because you have it doesn't mean you can play every server. I believe our group, because this is such brand new news, by the way, this news came out today, this morning. Because this is such brand new news, a lot of servers are nervous for implementing it, and the reason being is obviously ban prevention or ban like going around bans, right? So basically you have a Steam ID just like you would have a Team 17 ID essentially, right, for console. So you have a Steam ID that we as server owners can identify by you just playing on the server, and then the moment you do something like team kill or hack or whatever the case is, we can ban you. And then typically once you're banned, if you're doing something like racism or something extreme, we'll submit you to what's called the bunker. and the bunker is housed like most of, if not all of, the main servers that run Hella Loose on PC. And what they'll do is they'll go ahead and ban you from every server. So if you've ever been banned for something crazy and you're like, oh, why am I banned from every single server? That's why, is because you go to what's called the bunker, and basically they'll ban you from every single server. Now that Hella Loose is available on Xbox Game Pass, it's available to pretty much everyone, right? And you can do a trial for Xbox Game Pass. I highly recommend Game Pass. I think it's one of the best deals that you can get. There's plenty of good like games on it. Hell Loose obviously now included with it. Constance, thank you so much for the follow. It's available on PS5, Xbox, and PC, but Hella Loose specifically is part of Game Pass now, which is the PC, Xbox, whichever platform. But anyway, so back to the bans. So now you can basically evade bans by using Game Pass because it'll have a different like ID login, right? Like you'll use your Xbox account instead of your PC Steam account. So server owners like ourselves have restricted folks from using the Windows or Xbox accounts to log into our server. We're still talking about how we go about it, whether we want to go through with it or not at the moment, just because we want to make sure that if we do allow it, we have a lot of people that are banned from the server. Obviously, a lot of good bans because there's hackers in the game, right? There's a lot of people that are exploiting things. There are a lot of racist, like terrible people out there. I'm sure everyone knows playing games that more than like, you know, a couple of days out of the year that we banned, right? That are terrible people that ruin the game for people, whatever the case is. So we like to keep our server positive and obviously enjoyable for our community members. But at the moment, we have it restricted for Xbox Game Pass people to join. That may change in the future. I'm not sure, but at the moment, we have it restricted. If you do have Hella Loose on Game Pass, we have it for Soul Sniper, a good friend of our channel. They have allowed it to go for now, so you're more than welcome to join that server. Highly recommend it. Soul, again, is a great friend of the channel. Really good guy. He has an amazing large community that play. They're evaluating how that goes first. If it doesn't impact anything, they'll maintain it. If it does start to show that there's more cheaters in the game or more people that are exploiting it, they may decide to go ahead and turn it off. Just because, as you see, for example, the finals, amazing game. I highly recommend. But because it's a free-to-play game, or Fortnite, or like Call of Duty, right? When you have these free-to-play games or games that are more accessible to people, in more of a broad scale, you're gonna have a lot more hackers. You're gonna have a lot more reason to cheat in the game. And Hella Loose is like great in the way that it's not a big enough game to really have a lot of like hacking companies or cheater companies like publish a lot of cheats from it, just because it's such a small community. But as Hella Loose grows, you're gonna see a lot more of this from the community. A lot more hackers. It's just part of being a bigger game. You're gonna have a lot more people that are trolling, a lot more TKs, a lot more blueberries. It's gonna be basically a free weekend for the next month. Like, just assume that, right? With Game Pass coming in for both console and PC, you're gonna have that. Regardless of that, I don't want to deter anyone. I think Hella Loose is a fantastic game. I think this is a great play for Hella Loose, and I've been saying this again. I said this 6 months ago in this video here. 6 months ago, I said that Hella Loose will come to Xbox Game Pass, and 6 months later, here we are on Xbox Game Pass. So pretty interesting, and I am excited for it. What do you guys think? You think it's a good idea? You think it's a good play by Hella Loose to go to Game Pass? Do you think it's a good idea for servers to restrict people initially to Game Pass rivals, or do you think all servers on PC should allow people on Game Pass to join, despite potential uptick in hacking or uptick in people like avoiding bans, things like that? Let me know. I'm very curious.